entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, we've done the off ending. That was the first ending we ever did.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Have we been down?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Okay.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Right, so that's another ending. There is one with the computers, if you're back at the start. What do you mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Waiting input. Input received. Is there any more monitors awaiting input? Look at the computers in the two rooms. Which two rooms? You have to restart. Okay, so let's restart.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There isn't another computer around. Wait, that door shut behind me? Since when's that happened? That door never shuts behind you. And the phones. I don't know.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't understand why that door shut behind me. It never shuts behind me.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can't go that way. Still can't go in here, can I? Oh, I can go in there now. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisps. Extreme bathrooms. Looks like there isn't anything in there though. Okay, so that's another computer. So now where's the last computer? Ooh, we haven't been this way. Business strategy. You have to restart to get to the next computer. Well, we haven't been this way. Should we go this way? This way's new. Okay, let's restart. So we need to go into the office. Oh, this is new. What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, what? I hate it when things change. Open 426. 426. Whiteboard ending! Nice. That's another ending. Thanks for that. Right, so...
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
But now we can't get back to the original office, can we? No. So do we need to hit restart again? Okay. So yeah, this is the original office.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Bien.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so we need another computer that says input thing on it. None of these say input on it. Do we need to restart again? Or... oh, that one.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went
Input
around
received.
touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay, so restart again, and it should be in Stanley's office. Input received. So that was an ending. Oh god. Press all the buttons! Do you have to turn them all off? Cause this is crazy. Oh my god, I'm having so much fun. I think you gotta turn them all off. Oh wait, they all turn back on. Oh god. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, so let's say this is the ending because I doubt it's possible to click all of them. Restart again. Actually, what time is it? Actually, I'm going to take a bit of an AFK for about 30 minutes, go grab some food. I will be back in, yeah, say about 30 minutes, so please hit, words, please hit that follow button if you haven't already, it really helps me out. And to all the guys that are new today, thanks for coming by, I really appreciate it. Leave stream on, I could leave you with some music if you want in the background. Yeah, sure. I'll be back in a bit. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Until later, take care.
It's late night Thursday. I know that you heard me, but you don't want the same thing. Well, two can play that game. So I'm chilling with my girlfriend, but she not my real girlfriend. She got a key to my place, but she not my real girlfriend. Stupid, so dummy. Say the wrong thing and wrong girls come running. I'm paranoid that these girls want something from me, and it's hard to make a dime go 100. And my dude freaking out over a worst fate. She on time, but she late for their first date. Cause he went and tried out a new condom, flipped off in a threesome. Good problems, right, wrong. Asking them if she wanna play games. We the Super Smash Brothers, but none of them you. I miss the sex when you kiss whenever you're through. 69 is the only dinner for two. I was wrong, or would you have listened to you? You were crazy. I got a heart, but the artichoke is only thing girls want when you in that smoking like. I want you to know that I am ready to go. Heartbeat, my heartbeat. I want you to know whenever you are around. Can't speak, I can't speak. I want you to know that I am ready to go. Heartbeat, my heartbeat. I want you to know whenever you are around. Can't speak, I can't speak. So we're done? This the real shit? We used to hold hands like field trips. I'm a jerk, but your dude is a real dick. I read his posts on your wall and I feel sick. He ain't cool, he ballin' all that, but he just a fake nigga who blog in all caps. You couldn't wait today. Are we dating? Are we fucking? Are we best friends? Are we something in between that? I wish we never fucked and I mean that. But not really. You say the nastiest shit in bed and it's fucking awesome.
Thinking about what I wanna say, thinking about how I wanna say it. Really should head out and play, let go. Thinking about what I wanna say, thinking about how I wanna say it. Act like a bird of prey, let go. This day, that day, every day a rat race. Been around since fat lace, tell me how that tastes, partner. No, I'm not a chancer, looking for the right answers like catchphrase. Just sitting there chilling in the back cave whilst listening to Nick Cave. Last night was a sick rave, hey. Used to be Elliot, now it's just a nickname. I cool my own shots, wash my own pots, clean my own socks, change my own locks. Spit fire from the belly, but still my tongue gets tied in knots. I'm unorthodox, I go cool the cops, I ate all your crops, I emptied your boxes. Urban foxes, watch this space, win like Camelot. Living in a paradox, searching for paradise. Oh, that's nice, have a nice day. Thought that I found it, tried to stay grounded. Now I'm surrounded, clowns and scoundrels. Short timeline, times like this, I thought I want limelight, that's my right. I want a place by the riverside, please. Thanks for that, geese, no more deliveries.
Right guys, I'm gonna be back because I have no food in, so I've ordered some. So that'll be here in about half an hour, so I may as well stick with it. Let's change scene again. So, welcome. Let's jump right back in. You know an ending. Okay. We did this one, didn't we? Yeah. That's the Button Heaven one. Go to the boss's room, but then walk back out quickly. Okie dokie. I can try that. Hang on, what's on there? Solitaire. But it's crazy, Q. Really.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Then go back to your room. You can't get back to your room after going to your boss's
There was not
room.
a single person here either.
As far as I can tell.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
God, this game though, Q. Seriously. So, go in, but
Here's the door, just
like that. And then where? Then go back to your room. Okie dokie. That was this way. Yeah, it looks like all the doors are actually open this time. There's so many endings for this game. I would say we've done about 20 already, give or take. It's a long way. Is this really an ending? Oh, it must be, because all the doors are open. So now I'm guessing we're going that way. Into 428. Or 42B. Yes. Okay. Was that an ending or... Oh. You are now leaving. What? Escape pod? Oh wow, that's on the other side, right? So it's up or nowhere. I can't see anything. Sorry if it's dark, guys. I can't see anything either. There we go. Wait, that's the same. It's the same floor. And that's the same floor. The numbers seem to be going up though. 757, yeah. Always the same. The escape pod was 770 or something? 760, 780? I don't know. How many times do we have to walk up these stairs? 'Cause it's quite dark. Why isn't the lift in order? Oh, now it's really dark. Escape pod launch bay. Escape. Whenever something says escape, you know it's not gonna work. I now can't see anything apart from a flashing light in the distance. There we go. Are you? I'm confused. What? Was that an ending? Okay, that was another ending.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Different narrative. So where haven't we been?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right, we didn't go into that lift, did we? Outside of the boss's office. We reset before that to do the computer one. So let's go that way.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep. And then I went this way. Right, so let's go in this lift. Let's see what this does for us. It's just an envelope. I don't know. I'll hit them both. Up and down. Yeah. I didn't know which way to go. Up or down? Down. Let's go down. No, that's took us. Let's go down. Looks like you can go down forever, but if you press up once, then. Kind of Q. At one point, we even played Minecraft and Portal in the game, and then we saw Papers, Please on the floor. Right, Papers, Please access permits on the floor. This is strange. I can't press anything. There we go. Up. But when you press up and you're there immediately. So up again. I can't remember how we got there though, Ima. This doesn't seem to be doing anything for us. Because as soon as you press that, you get there straight away. So maybe that's an ending in itself. How did we get to the Papers, Please ending? Well, playing Minecraft.
Here's the door, just go.
Actually, I don't think there's anything this way. Can we get out? Right, let's reset. I think it was a right at the start, but I think we've done everything now, pretty much.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So right at the start.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
What about the darkness on the right when you go through the hole in the... What hole in the wall?
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you mean actually.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Don't have a key card. That's...
Look, Stanley, I
yeah,
think perhaps
boss's
we've
office.
gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Okay, we'll go
I'm
there
not
next
trying to
time.
be, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the... What? Really?
So this way.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to
Hey,
show
Joey.
you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Right, we kind of did
Now
descend
listen
it.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so
But
badly
no,
what's
that-
out there? You want
that
to
takes
find
you
out
here,
what
doesn't
lies at
it?
the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
No, that's the wrong way. Hey, Chris.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What? What? I haven't heard that one before, but now... There's a strange noise, actually. Why is there a strange noise? No, it's gone. Oh god. What the fuck is this game? I will stay here. It is safe.
When Stanley
Anyway.
came to a set of 2 open doors,
So it's
he
right.
entered the door, and this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's got to be something on the way to playing Minecraft and
But eager to get
Portal.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Didn't see any
Stanley
tearing.
was so bad at following directions, it's
So it might have just
incredible
been
he
the stream.
wasn't fired years ago.
Right, so
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
is there a way down there? Maybe if I jumped onto a van.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
Anyway.
Oh, what? Really?
Right, let's try going through the red
Do you
door.
have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen
Maybe.
to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me
Wait,
let me prove that I'm on your side.
no, the
Give
way
me a
to
chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
the way to Minecraft and all that is the
walked
blue
through
door.
the red door.
Actually, I should have stayed where I was
Perhaps
going
you
before.
misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Minecraft and Portal was the blue door 3 times, and then he talks about development, and then you do the voting, and then you play with the baby. Okay, that sounded worse than it was meant to
Fine,
say.
Go ahead,
but
Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
Yeah.
Well, don't let me stop you.
you keep on pressing 1 and let the baby die. Okay.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that?
Can anyone else think of
And in the
alternate
end, it was
endings,
all for
though?
nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
It doesn't matter which
I'm
door
going
you
to
take
stop
there.
Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
I'm
Would
trying.
you say that the game benefited
I'm trying.
from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express
Yeah,
itself
the way I
technically
wish
and
it was
artistically, but
improved
1? That's
is
not
for
even helpful.
each
What am I
ending
supposed
got
to do
a
with that?
hidden achievement,
But I guess it isn't
so you
my
could
place
see
to
how many
judge.
endings you've done.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've
That'd be
compiled
nice.
a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Right. So we saw all that. It doesn't matter which door you take here either. They all seem to go to the same place.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helps
So we
you
want
feel
another one.
motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Okay.
And now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Yep.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Nope.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay, so we've already seen this, but just showing it off. It's pretty
Baby
fun.
crawls left towards danger. You click the button to
really
move
creepy
back to
baby.
the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
Shall we press the
Of course,
button at
the
all,
message
or
of
just
the
let
game
it fail
only becomes
altogether?
clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes.
I haven't
on your
pressed the button yet.
experience.
Okay, so that just does that. Okay, just checking.
You heartless bastard.
I just wanted to see what the
Because you
button
hate
do.
babies,
Yeah,
or
it did.
purely to spite me. Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't
Here
we
we
play
go.
someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have? Yes. This seems like...
Oh,
it'll
Q,
work.
if you're
Let's
still
give it a
around,
shot.
Q-bot disappeared before. I don't know if he's back. There we go.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley.
Alpha.
Will it ever be enough?
Oh, that
Well,
alpha
I'll say
grass.
this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Which is weak building skills.
This will go here. No, here.
Yeah.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes.
Yeah, bot's dead.
It's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Nothing really majestic. We're just showing off
Isn't
this
it
ending again.
perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must
Really?
rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything.
Yeah, let's go mining.
Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
It's pretty cool, this. The only way you can go is down, because you can't jump or anything.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
But it's stone, gravel, it's all sorts. Ah, you fixed it.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow
Enderman
and
sound.
linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
And here we go.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Yeah, we got permission to this.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Charlie.
puzzle.
Because that's where I got
Critical
stuck last
thinking,
time, isn't it?
Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
I jumped
No,
down
actually,
and got
you know
stuck.
what? I think that's plenty.
Okay.
I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I highly
looks like the
doubt
only
you're
place
any
I can go
wiser
is
for the
down.
experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I
Sounds
don't
good.
need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Okay. So it looks like the only place to go is down. Can't do anything here. This just takes us back here. And we couldn't find anything around here, could we? Maybe because it's too effing dark. Okay, so that took us here. Last time we went that way, so let's go this way. I can't see. Let's head towards the light. Yeah, I didn't understand this bit, because this is... Wait, where is this? You just get here, and then there's actually nothing here. And then that happens.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
Yeah,
If he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
I
He'll
guess.
understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
Hang on. I think we've literally done almost every ending. And yet we keep on spawning here every now and then.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So that's a whiteboard
Stanley
ending.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Go into the whiteboard. Okay. Nothing here. So we've had the broom cupboard ending, the whiteboard ending, the actual ending, the elevator ending, We've had the 128 thing ending. Yeah, the door next to Stanley's ending. We've had the video game endings. We've had the countdown.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right, I'm gonna try and go
This was not
down
correct
the
way to
cargo
meeting
lift.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
Yeah, we had
lounge
heaven.
first, just to admire it.
We've had that weird one where we had to kill ourselves by climbing up the stairs.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We've had this ending where you actually jump off the cargo lift and die.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I want to try and jump on top of the van,
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
'Cause
we've
this-
gotten off on the wrong foot here.
But I don't think I'll survive.
But in his
Okay.
eagerness to prove that he is in control of the storm,
so that doesn't work. Where else can we go?
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We've been in that elevator, it did nothing. I actually do. I think I've done everything in this game. Like, yep, we've jumped off onto a catwalk. We've done that really long one, the confusion ending, we did that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The door on its left has about 5 endings really, doesn't it? How big is the game in file size? Give us a sec. No, we'll go do this on my other monitor. It's not saved there, is it? Game, Steam, Common. The Stanley Parable is 2.14 gig, so tiny. Yeah, the red bar on my second hard drive. It's only 500 gig. Yeah, 2.14 gig. So it's possible I could do it. Yeah, we've done the nuke ending. We haven't found a way to
This was not
defuse the
correct way
nuke.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The freedom one? Yep, that's the first ending.
But eager to get back to
So,
business,
okay,
Stanley
I can
took
show you
the
that one.
first open door on his left.
Nyum.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section.
We've been
walked
down.
straight ahead to the opposite door and got back on track.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think what's down. I think the Papers, Please thing's down, so we'll go down next.
Yet
See if there's
there was
anything
not a
more,
single person here
around
either.
there.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But yeah, I'll show you this timer. It doesn't take too long anyway. Blah blah blah.
Here's the door, just
go. I like that they put that in. Because you've been here so many times, they just let you go straight through. The first couple of times you actually had to input the code. So. But yeah, let's go and do the actual
Stanley
ending.
headed through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, we'll go there next. Maybe.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
I wish there was a way of skipping this.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
We've done the...
lives of so many individuals reduced.
Do you mean the Button Heaven one, Kresno? Because I think we've done that one.
Monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Well, we've done the Button Heaven. But disco? Which one's the disco one then?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe.
Get
it
to the
couldn't
last
be
platform.
true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Go back. We can't go back. I'll go back from there. Stay in the office? No. Wait, where do we go from here, Kresno? I probably messed up, which wouldn't surprise me. Oh, there we go. Just clicked it like 100 times. So go back how far? Go back all the way. To the first platform and then press the button again. Maybe. That broke the music. There we go. Okay, so I'd say that's another ending. I bet we can't leave. It's very loud. Yeah, let's see if we can carry on.
No, he refused to believe it. He
And that just stops the music.
His own life in someone else's control.
If you go to bosses, then go back to your office. Yeah, I've already done that one, Joey.
Had he truly spent his
That's the
entire life
428 one.
utterly blind to the
The room next to your door. Okay, so let's do the Freedom one to show I'm
the
on.
heart of the operation. Control.
Yeah, that bridge was there originally, by the way.
Happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and
So to do this, we turn the
and as the cold
mind
reality
control
of his
off.
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine.
This is the Freedom ending, which is the original ending. Well, I say original, this is the ending that if you do everything the narrator says.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
This is where it takes you.
Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine! Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How How had he been freed from the machine?
Yep, we recently did the Minecraft ending again.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his, and that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
That was a separate ending, Ima.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation.
It is quite beautiful.
Possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And that's the actual freedom ending. I would say that's one as an ending. I don't need you anymore. Right, so stay in here.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed.
I can't remember where the Papers, Please is.
Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday...
I can try and find it.
Soon,
and you don't get to play
play
Papers, Please, you just see it on the
floor.
floor.
He told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
So that's an ending. Oh. Oh, what? This is different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Papers, Please is a good game. Yeah. Okay, so that was an ending, and I think these papers... Recommendations from the oversight committees. Words. General questions about bucket filling, I think that says. They all look pretty much the same. Go back to room 1. Get on the desk. Which one's room 1? This one's room 1. Get on the desk by the window.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Which window? Which desk? Because you can't jump. So... Who farted? Desk 3... This one. I can't jump or anything. Using crouch. What? Get on. What? There. Yeah, I'm on it now. Now what? Crouch over a wall. Yep. What the hell?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
It's different.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
It would have
It
stopped.
would have been particularly different. Would I have taken the same idea but
Oh,
rephrased
God.
it superficially to fit that answer?
I don't know.
Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't
Do
brought
I
up
even
the issue
exist?
in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes
Probably.
some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to
Oh,
have
God.
heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones, though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
What?
Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
What do we do? Restart and press yes? It's a small room. I don't know. Should we try and press yes? There might be more narration behind that. Begin the game again. So that was
All of his co-workers were gone.
this
What could
room.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
I can't remember how I even got on.
No matter how
the
hard
desk.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
How did I get onto the desk? Who invents video games that you can't jump in? I somehow got onto the chair first, I know that. There we go. And then through the window.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he
Okay.
heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then
Okay.
praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Oh god. Well, yeah, it kind of does get boring
Once was a man named Stanley.
after you hear most of the narration.
Considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Yeah,
Which
okay.
is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you
Alright, wait, Charlie. Take care.
become
Thanks for
quite
stopping
unbearable.
by, man. Really appreciate it. Appreciate everyone that stops by, you know.
Will become
Appreciate
quite
you all being
unbearable.
here. It's crazy how high my viewer count actually is today. So thanks for that, guys. Do you think he's done? I think he's done. Okay. Right, so into the boss's office and then into the darkness.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, wait, it's majestic.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Right
entered
door
the on
first
his
door.
left.
What? Right, so we're gonna go into
There
the
was not a
darkness of the
single
bosses.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We've done the broom closet one.
Here's the door, just go.
We're here, Emma. We've done the one below the stairs. I think that might have been where Papers, Please was, to be honest. There's nothing actually here. Emma. Yeah. Opposite the left. It'd been that way. There's nothing. That's as far back as I can go. So there's nothing there. It's just a dark corner. I'll see if I can get back anywhere. No, okay. We've been in there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Done the escape
Stanley
pod
decided
ending.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right,
When
and then the
Stanley
first
came to a
door.
set of 2 open. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Right, we'll see if there's anything more in the
So he
maintenance
detoured
bit.
through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, I think I've gone past it, Scott.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about.
I want to see if
and
there's
get
anything
even
more down
further
here.
off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go from here it's left.
No, it's not, because you shut the door.
Oh no, it's to the right. My mistake.
And then it's back to the left.
No, not
Or
the
something.
right. Why
It's
would I
straight
have
ahead.
ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
It's like this
It's
door.
clearly. Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay. Yes, I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
No, this takes you here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a
No, this is the confusion ending. We've done that one. So, right door, first door to the left.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's see what's this way.
When Stanley came to a set
Right
of 2
door.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room. and
First
Stanley
door on
knew
your
it perfectly
left.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's the first door on my left. And there's that one. Right door, first door to the left. Yeah, that was first door to the left, Scott. Yeah. This one here. Strange. Anyway,
It was okay.
there's nothing to do here.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Right.
And so
Let's
he
go
leaped
down
out
at the
through
stairs.
basement section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Maybe I'm
Yet there was
I-
not a single person here either.
You just get so
Filled with
lost, really.
disbelief,
Especially
Stanley
after the
decided to go
confusion
up to
one.
his boss's office. Coming to a
But I think it
staircase,
might be down
Stanley
here.
walked upstairs to his boss's office. But
Or
Stanley
not.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss.
No, this is
admitting
the
he had
one
left
where
his
you're
post at work.
crazy. So it's not that one.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
I think I might have seen it on the confusion path. And that's a quite long path, so
When
I can't really
Stanley
remember.
came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I really don't know where to go anymore.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
There's got to be
was so bad
something
at
I'm
following
missing.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you think zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Here it was.
Let me prove it.
I thought it was down here. Wait, you've got the wanted criminals, you've got the access permits and stuff, the briefing of each day. New chapter detailing document features has been added to your rulebook. So that's all papers, please documents for some reason. I don't know why. I remember it being in a thingy, in a corner. So, glory to Ostastica.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Let's walk through a red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices.
Okay, so
The
this
two
is
of
the
us
one where you
are
get
trying to
trolled.
somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see
Is-
it's killing us, Stanley? I want
Is there some sort of guide that's on the
would
internet
both
that
be
shows
so
all the
much
possible
happier
endings?
if
Yeah.
we just stopped. And I think, well, I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Because I actually think I have done them all.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
So unless there's hidden endings, we've done it all.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Yeah, I actually think I've completed the Stanley Parable. Well, when I say completed, I think I've done all the ones that are possible and have been found at the moment.